not a lot of people know this. Matt and I worked in the nightlife here in Pittsburgh together. That's how we know each other. I was working security, and Matt was a bartender. Matt was a great bartender, by the way. Phenomenal. He was quick. He was fast. He was efficient. A little messy, but it was okay. But here, our dress code at the nightclub that we worked at, if I ran down the list of items, who would you say we were trying to keep out? You ready? No oversized clothing, no athletic wear, no boots, no hats, no Timberland boots, no hats. You can't smell like weed.
You didn't want to run out of Hennessy. Yeah, and
we stopped carrying it.
Are those same people that actually run up like a $500 fucking tab and then complain about it and don't even tip on it? Are those the same people you're talking about?
That's Ben Roethlisberger did that once.
Oh, no, but it's true. They come in all the time.
Yeah, we used to call them in Chicago, no tippin' Pippin. Scottie Pippen. I started out at TGI Fridays in 1996, and I'll never fucking forget her face. I was brand new. I came from the retail industry. I came from Blockbuster Video. 4 years there. I turned 21. I'm like, man, I'm making, like back then I was making like $300 a week after taxes. And then I hear these servers are making fucking $300 a night. I'm like, what am I doing? So I went over there. I'm there for 2 months. I'm off training and all this shit. I'm on my own. Finally get a first night shift. And this fucking woman, I'll never forget her face. I think her name was Kathy. We used to wear the stripes and all the flair and the fucking apron. And I used to, wear my Superman cap. And I'm looking around and she looks and she just goes, oh God. I'm like, what? You just got a 5-top set. That's fucking awesome. They're all black people. And I'm like, okay. She goes, you'll learn. And they don't tip. They don't fucking tip. I'm sorry. Black people at a restaurant do not fucking tip. Tell me I'm lying. I dare you.
No, the majority of them don't. The nightclub industry was the same way. However, there were ones that tipped very well. But if you were to take a collective, yes, they were very bad.
On average. Yes. Yeah. We actually had a wing special that we ran every Monday.
Oh boy!
And it started out with 25-cent wings, and then we had to bump it up to 39 cents. Then we bumped it up to 50 cents as the price of wings went up, obviously. But eventually, we had to get rid of that special altogether because it was a problem. It was a complete problem. I mean, the place would smell like weed, and then you'd get the same complaints week after week.
How were the fights?
Hey, the wings.
How bad?
We'd have people too. We'd have to get a card immediately when they come in to keep a card on file because they would walk out.
Yeah, there you go.
and then two, they would complain that they weren't well done enough every week, and then they kept coming back though.
Well, explain why they complain. Why?
Because they want shit for free.
Yes.
That's what they want. They want you to comp something. So here, week after week, they would come back, and eventually, myself and the ownership, we'd have to go to these same customers, and we'd tell them like, look, you come here every week and you complain about the same thing. If I went to a restaurant or a bar and they did not make my food right week after week, I would stop going there.
Oh,
but that's not the problem.
But you're a racist now. If you acknowledge it, you're the racist.
We would capitulate week after week, and give in to what they want or comp whatever, and that's why they kept coming back, because they knew, hey, these white guys, they probably feel their white guilt, and they'll comp our shit, and we'll just keep going there and take advantage of it.
You know what? It's reverse gentrification, and I'm so fucking tired of people not acknowledging this. You can have, because I've worked in suburban 4 a.m. bars where people didn't go to the city, they came to us. Well, when you find out that certain city bars are shitty and certain suburban bars have a better crowd and this and that, you would get the infiltration of the thug, urban, hip-hop, black culture. And what would happen is all of a sudden you'd cater. You'd run out of fucking Heineken and you'd run out of fucking Hennessy every fucking week. You'd have a big fucking tab. The cultures demand weight on them. And then when you get your tab, you're like, dude, I just made no money. You split your fucking tips too, right? And then what would happen is slowly they would start to infiltrate more because they would see how hard we're working for them. And they would bring their friends in. And then everything you just said happens. The complaints. Now they want the wings off their check. And every fucking manager would kowtow to them. The fucking comp them a drink because the managers didn't give a shit about your tips. They give a shit about the sales. Oh, they just drank half a bottle of fucking Hennessy. Comp them their next 5 drinks or whatever. So now it's free. They don't get this shit. Then the people start infiltrating. Then they go pressure the DJ. DJ, no, start playing this music, start playing this music, start playing this music. Then all of a sudden, the demographic fucking changes. Then you find the cocaine in the bathroom. The fucking fights go on. The entire fucking crowd changes in a matter of months. And then all of a sudden, you make no fucking money. Yes, the urban thug black culture swarms in businesses like capitalism. Capitalism swarms in like that. And as long as the fucking management's making money, they don't give a shit. They'll complain about it, but my God, your staff will fucking go broke and poor. I've seen it happen all the time. Believe me.
Yep, me too.
We have a local radio station here. It's called Whammo. It's like a rap station here, and they would put on stuff at nightclubs that would allow them. And we always said, like, hey, when Whammo comes in, that's like the last ditch effort to make a little bit of money at the end because the nightclub was failing. So they do like $2 drinks, $2 well drinks, or whatever, and have Whammo night. And then it would be like you have a 6-month shelf life left before this nightclub is completely gone as soon as Whammo comes in. Because that crowd, once you get that crowd in there, then the good customers that just want to come in and be peaceful, have a nice night out, they go, I don't want to be around this. Let's find somewhere else to go.
It's called white flight.
Yes.
That's what it's called. I'm not making it up.
I know, but it's truth. And when you see it happen, I've seen it happen here in the city of Pittsburgh for 20 years. They went down to the Strip District area. They ruined that completely. Station Square doesn't even exist anymore.
They tore it down.
They tore it down completely. I mean, and now Southside here in Pittsburgh is becoming just as bad, but you see it everywhere. Everything Dominic said is completely true. Everything you said is completely true.
I have a wonder about that. So, and I'm being dead serious. I'm trying not to be racist as hell. I'm really not trying not to. And I'm failing miserably. The black community is always targeted, right? We always focus on that. But when you just hear the tactics of everything we just described, it sounds very similar to what Hitler was complaining about, right? I have to legitimately wonder this. Do you think that the blacks were used or taught by the Jews these tactics to destroy cultures and business, to take all the light and the pressure off of the Jews so they could hide behind the scenes?
Dominic, who started the NAACP? Remember that one time I texted it to you on you were interviewing Lola? Who started the NAACP? One black guy and about 6 or 7 other people who were all bell ringers. Okay? Who started the civil rights movement? Who was Martin Luther King's speechwriter? Barry Levinson, the treasurer for the Communist Party USA. Bell ringer. All of this, I can give you black leaders who admit to this and speak out against it, speak out against Martin Luther King. The entire civil rights movement and the NAACP was created by those individuals. This is all known fact if anybody takes 5 seconds to look it up.
Malcolm X, Louis Farrakhan, they all spoke out about that.
Yeah. So what you said, yes, is 100% true. What you just said and asked is true, yes.
We have one more. You guys got time for a little bit for one more?
Go ahead.
All right, let's